Why waste time? We want to go, 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 go. So, video games. Go, go, then palace later.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the opinionator.
I'm We Squared.
I'm inarticulate.
And turns out it wasn't really that interesting, so we're not really going to keep it. We have better things to spend our time on today.
Yeah, it was just playing a fighting game, and it wasn't like really funny or cute or awesome. So instead, we're gonna go and max out Takemi. That seems worth it.
Yes, the death persona, arcana, something, death confidant.
The girl that I've been treating is coming in soon. I want you to see how she's doing.
Awesome.
Hey, Doctor, does it matter who likes someone first?
What are you talking about?
There's a boy I like, but my friend told me that I have to let her have him because she liked him first.
Wow.
Oh, that's not true.
Your friend's kind of a jerk, honey.
Hopefully. Well, little kids.
I know.
Really? Then why did she say that?
Because she wants him, and so she doesn't want you to have him.
It's likely because she's jealous of you. Just be careful, because it might result in pandemonium.
What's that word mean?
Pandemonium?
Ah, Billy, you're so in tune with little children and their minds.
Beep, boop, bop.
That girl's gotten a lot better. So much so, in fact, that now she's gossiping.
She's participating in activities far above her age category.
She even comes in on days she doesn't have to. It appears she's nearly fully recovered. Which reminds me, the new medicine will be completed soon. Your data has been extremely helpful due to your generic body type and bland health history.
Who are you calling generic?
She was so excited to have me around, and it was really just about my generic body type, age, and bland health history.
Who are you, Makoto? I realize that without the actual context, that statement doesn't make sense.
Incidentally, though, Doc, didn't we start this whole thing from hearing about some sort of super soldier serum? I mean, that was all
Right?
hooey, wasn't it?
Right?
You've been a splendid guinea pig. I mean, participant.
Let's be fair,
So
guinea
thanks
pig.
again. By the way, how have I been doing? Have I been helpful?
Drugs are great, Doc.
My God, you have been so helpful, it's ridiculous. Got us through a couple boss
For your
fights.
escapades with the Phantom Thieves.
I guess they're just all gonna figure it out at the end.
But we said that a long time ago.
That's true.
And we said that before we maxed Yoshi, though. We realized they were all going to figure out that they were part of the Phantom Thieves, which I really like
Yeah.
a lot. Yes?
Come on. You and I both know that you were lying about needing to prepare for the entrance exams.
Uh-huh.
I visited Oyamata in jail. A swing of fortunes like that could have only come at the hands of the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah.
And to have it happen when it did, isn't the only logical conclusion to think that it's you?
I could have posted it on the fan site.
Yeah, it's me. So what if it's true?
A normal person would probably notify the police.
Would they really at this point?
Right?
Well, I don't care. The point is that without you, I wouldn't have been able to complete my mission.
The Phantom Thieves help people that really need it.
I would have never finished the new medicine while I was being deceived by Oyamata.
You know, we've been changing the hearts of the confidants too, just through normal methods.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would have never met any of the townspeople.
Phantom Thieves really did a lot for her.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the Phantom Thieves save people in need, just like doctors do. Huh?
I don't know that there's a one-to-one comparison, but...
Actually, I think that's a really good comparison.
So, I'll go out on a limb for you. I'll have even more powerful medicine ready for you.
A super
Excellent.
soldier serum!
I trust that you'll use them appropriately.
Yeah, you really don't have to worry about that. I have to say, though, I guess the friend zone ending for the confidant story was kind of lame. But honestly, seeing Takemi's
Thou
reaction
hast
to
turned the
like
vow
finding
into a
out that
blood
Miwa-chan was still alive,
Uh-huh.
man,
Thy
that
bond
was
shall
one of my
become the
favorite
wings
scenes
of
in the
rebellion
game.
and
It was
break
real
the yoke of
understated,
thy
but
heart, granting thee infinite power.
Oh, no!
the ultimate secret of death. How wonderful.
Jiro's now a vampire.
Now to do more shopping. The most entertaining of activities to watch.
All right.
Oh, Alice, yeah.
Excellent.
She's really strong in 4.
I'm not gonna give them to you for free, though. So you better make some money in the name of justice.
Not a problem.
Made a lot of money in the name of justice.
Now go.
Phantom thieving has been very, very good to me.
There is that whole thief part.
Take care.
I've already got a 401k in college fund.
So, we got this laptop, and fixing it seems like proficiency, right?
So let's do that, because we need proficiency.
Besides, I really want to know what happens.
Right?
I wonder how long it's gonna take. Like, if you have to do it like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
milk it for quite a lot of proficiency points. Oh, this is so complicated. I don't know anything about electronics. Why are you asking me to do something? I'll just roll around on this desk all cute.
Jiro, I don't think that's how you fix a laptop.
So, all computers are essentially made up of different components that are assembled. Should they be laying on the ground like that?
Wow!
Oh, you finished it already? The damage wasn't too bad to begin with, I guess. Not that I really know.
2 points of proficiency, better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Right.
Yeah! It's Tanaka-san!
Man, we'd been really griping about, like...
How the Sunday mail order guy was just like some dude.
Yeah, like every so often, the shopping stuff in this, like when it would show up, it just wasn't really entertaining because compared to Tanaka,
Yeah!
man, Tanaka was just glorious.
And now he's back. Hello, this is Shady Commodities Tanaka. I repeat, I'm Shady Commodities Tanaka! Here we sell wonderful and rare items that are not circulated among the general public.
So, can I buy stuff from you then?
Curious about something? You've got access. Want something? You've got access.
Wait a minute. Why did this come up? Do you just run like an online retailer?
I guess so.
Then
What the heck? It just went to that site automatically. Was it configured to do that beforehand? How mysterious, shady, and thief-like. It's just an online shopping site, though. Well, whatever.
I'm really curious. Oh, Tanaka-san, I've missed you.
But getting him on demand isn't quite the same as like the
Yeah.
old routine, you know?
I mean, you're right.
Oh, and of course Kawakami's still in the maid outfit.
Any excuse, right, guys?
She can't get caught. Okay, you've got a maid fetish, apparently. She says she can't get caught, so that makes her less suspicious. Which is true. Alright, kid, you're up in the rotation. Be more entertaining this time. Oh my god!
Keep missing the kid. I know he's small and everything. Ridicule me some more, Shinya-chan.
Don't ever call me Chan again. By the way, have you eaten yet, Nakamura-san? I'm starving. Treat me. But the hunger doesn't really bother me when I'm playing.
Nothing bothers me when I'm playing.
Well, let's go eat.
really?
Wow, you really will treat me? Okay, today's training will be a lecture, which may actually be more useful for you than experience under certain circumstances. If you pay for my meal, I'll let you have the course for free.
You almost turned to the scat man there for a second.
I get my meal, you get your training.
go.
I guess we're both happy and stuff.
Feed me!
Hey, he's a kid. He's got to eat a lot. I'm stuffed. I gotta eat good because I'm fighting a war.
Yes?
Didn't I tell you? I've been having serious battles with kids at school. They attack me in large numbers, so I can't let my guard down. He's talking about video games.
Yeah, I assumed he was talking about video games.
Or he's not talking about video games.
Wow!
All they did today was throw eraser crumbs into my lunch, though, so I won that round.
That is jacked up.
My God, Are you okay? Are they bullying you? It's a war. I'm on the defensive right now, but I'm looking for a chance to counterattack. I can finish them in a second if I put my mind to it.
I'll put a frog straight down one of their dresses.
It's just that now's not the right time.
Oh.
How 1950s? Does anybody...
Apparently my trend.
Does anybody do that anymore?
I don't know.
It gets kind of annoying having to watch my back all the time, though. Maybe I can ask the Phantom Thieves to take care of them. Go, Phantom Thieves! Destroy children! Your food is here, sweetheart. Well, today you lost, so that just means you'll have to try harder next time. Now eat up and feel better.
You're not mad?
Of course not. You did your best, and that's all that counts. Now, no more crying.
Wrong.
What a joke. Once you lose, it's over. That's what my mom told me. Man, he's kinda got some problems.
Yeah, this kid's got some troubles.
My mom's fighting with my school about how classes are taught, the way teachers treat students, the size of the classes.
Hey.
Since the divorce, my mom's been taking care of me all by herself. She says it's exhausting. She leaves really early to go to work, then she comes home really late to take care of me. It's no wonder she demands so much from the school, you know?
Goodness.
But all my classmates make fun of her and call her a complainer. When I tell them to stop, they call me a mama's boy. That's how the war started. My mom gets made fun of because I'm weak. That's why I gotta get stronger.
Huh. That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Like, I don't think the way he's thinking is necessarily healthy, especially for his age. But he
really isn't.
But having said that, he's got a remarkably good head on his shoulders.
Yeah. That's the spirit, kid?
I really do kind of admire that, like, his, what's the way to put it? His really focused thinking for his age, but, I mean,
you want to learn martial arts isn't the correct answer, and
No,
you really
I-
love your mom is just going to make him all embarrassed.
no, I really feel bad for him, though, because this is just no way for a kid to live.
Right?
Well, you are kind of kicking ass, aren't you?
Thanks.
Oh, thank God! Well, the Phantom Thieves would laugh at me if I lost now. But I've got a long way to go.
Are you sure the kids don't pick on you because of your hostile clothing?
Get smoked, noobs! Today at lunch! Well, before I forget, I need to show you something. Okay, don't tell anyone else about this, okay? But I'm gonna show you a guaranteed way to win.
Yes?
You shoot them in the head with your gun. Don't miss. I don't know. I mean, his mom is looking out for him, but is it really helping? We just don't know the circumstances. Well, my God, what was that look on your face?
I don't want to talk about single mothers.
Okay.
Is anyone noticing a trend here?
I wish I could be a member of the Phantom Thieves and help them defeat the bad guys in the world. Oh, it's kind of late. I guess I should go home.
That's what we need. A group of people awakening in the metaverse will be like the next Anonymous.
All right.
But like metaverse. Like a party of like 500 Phantom Thieves.
That's kind of where we are, though, isn't it? I mean, Haru is sort of like that.
Kind of, yeah.
That's right. In this episode, we'll get all the most popular confidants. All right, Ohya, entertain me.
Sorry, but let's go somewhere else. You can give me the info later. We gotta get out of here quickly. Someone problematic might have found out about us.
Oh no, if they know that you're here, they'll always be able to find you.
Shit.
Sheesh. This is really annoying. Where is that idiot? Crap, hide!
Ohya, there you are! What do you think you're doing, making me look all over the place for you?
Chief, what are you doing here?
That's my line! Why isn't your phone on? Are you doing something you don't want me to find out about? Like drinking every single night at a bar?
No, not at all. Looks like my battery ran out. I've been busy covering the Phantom Thieves, so...
You sure about that? I got a complaint from the higher-ups the other day. Apparently people have seen you snooping around recently in places unrelated to the Phantom Thieves.
How do they know it's unrelated to the Phantom Thieves? That's ridiculous. I've been hot on their trail lately. Who told them that?
It doesn't matter who. The board's coming down on me hard for this. Now don't make me ask you again. Why are you sneaking around behind the company's back?
I'm honestly not.
I'm not interested in the Phantom Thieves that much, apparently.
Right.
I mean, so far in all of her events so far, she's just sort of complained about it, despite showing initial interest and happy to get the connection. It really seems like she's more interested in the stuff she was doing before and has been more or less
railroaded into Phantom Thieves coverage.
Yep. Well, I mean, I guarantee you she's a lot closer to the Phantom Thieves than you think, because you should take my word for it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll tell you. Just promise me you'll keep it a secret, okay? The truth is, I'm in a relationship with this kid.
What? Isn't he a minor?
Yep, that's why I'm being so discreet about it. Who knows what laws we might be breaking?
My God!
I guess keeping our tryst a secret is tougher than I expected. Maybe someone saw us out somewhere.
Well, you happy, Billy?
Yes!
For someone who specializes in fabricating articles, I'd expect you to be a better liar.
I guess I'm not drunk enough.
I expect your resignation letter on my desk next week. If it doesn't come, I'll handle matters myself.
So what? You decide I'm lying and that's that?
Give it a rest already. I'm annoyed enough as it is for having to come track you down out here.
Wait, we're totally dating, aren't we, sweetie?
Of course we are. Huh?
See? Oh, and he's the one who asked me out, so don't go thinking I'm some kind of cradle robber.
Ohya, are you blackmailing him? I mean, let's be honest. You don't have the physique to be attracting high school
Oh,
kids.
screw you! Hey, that's sexual harassment. And besides, our love is something that defies both age and logic.
Clearly. Whatever. Just make sure you don't miss any deadlines, alright?
Hold on! Okay, so the fact she's dating a minor gives her a pass from all this?
He totally doesn't believe that at all.
Okay, I'm just saying. Of course, so can we go now?
Just one more question.
What's his name?
I could have sworn the reason you were sneaking around was that so you could follow up on your old partner's case.
Huh?
Well, Ohya, our movie's about to start. We have to go, honey. Oh, is that so?
Like I said, I'm here on personal business, I promise you.
Personal business? Well, she has been drinking. You lost all credibility when you started sneaking around like this. But fine, I'll back off. But don't go pulling any funny stuff, okay? The board wants me to keep a close eye on you. You've been warned.
Heaven forbid she pull up any information. Thanks, that guy's one of the execs over at my job.
I am really wondering what happened with her, but unlike Billy, I'm just generally not that interested.
Arrogant bastard, ain't he? He's the kind of guy all the girls at a bar would instantly turn down. Anyway, that was a real surprise. Not only are you a good source of info, you're not half bad as an actor either.
Well, I am kind of theatrical, and I have lots of experience in subterfuge and deception.
My kind of guy. You're honestly the type of guy I'd want to grab drinks with after work. Too bad you're underage. And your liver will appreciate that.
Well, now that we've got the next level of Ohya's ability, it basically, the security level is totally neutered.
I guess?
The first level almost removed it from being an issue.
Right? Well, I guess that's it for today. Don't stand at any weird shops on your way home, okay?
Ah, the charm, the real reason we're here.
Yes, exactly.
No, I don't actually dislike Ohya, but like the early events were really kind of entertaining, but it hasn't really grabbed me yet.
Apparently all the women I prefer in Persona aren't popular picks.
Zoodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Zoodle-doo-doo-doo.
Hey, Jiro!
What? Oh, hey!
Remember me?
Vaguely?
See this thing above my head?
Yeah, wasn't this like a joke from a long time ago?
You gotta respect the classics, man.
Anyway, I'm on my way to hang out with Makoto. See you later.
Jiro, my friend, come back up here.
Yes?
The sooner you get me maxed out, the more time you'll have to spend with the fly honeys.
Okay, sold.
Of course, I'm treating you to food.
Awesome! That's why you're the best!
Man, I'm stuffed. Pretty damn good, huh?
Man, it does feel like you haven't been around much lately.
This one's on me. Don't expect it to happen too often, though.
Is that because you blew all your savings treating me before?
Maybe. Wait,
So, are we supposed to talk about something important?
where's my wallet?
Don't worry about it. I got plenty of money.
Whatever.
And he doesn't even worry about it!
Hey.
Oh, by the way, I got a text from Takeshi. He said the track team's gonna try and ditch Yamauchi. They want to start practicing without him.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Can you actually just ignore the coach? I mean, I get that they're saying, like, well, this guy's a jerk and we don't want anything to do with him, but we have to have a teacher, and so this could kind of be like their way
Well,
of
if they don't do what he
discrediting
says,
him.
then he won't have any power over them. And he
Yeah.
can't mold them the way he wants to.
Yeah, exactly that.
But as long as they produce results,
And, you know, it's also possible they might be able to get the school to get rid of him. If they're, like, still doing their part, but are ignoring the coach.
Yeah.
Like, we've had too many problems in the past. We don't want
Yeah.
any more of this crap, so... I mean, there's downsides to it, too.
they're trying to get their old coach back, too. The one from before Kamoshida.
Yeah, the one who was good that everyone liked.
Looks like they're finally walking their own path.
So, what about you?
I run.
Are you satisfied then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you happy about it? I mean, are you going back?
Oh, and they asked me to come back to the team.
That's what I was waiting on. I'm glad to see that some small good thing has happened in your life.
Right?
That seems like a terrible thing to say.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's just shock.
Right? I
mean,
think that's the best way to respond.
I get that he's saying, like, you don't have time for it, but I mean, you know, getting Ryuji himself to actually talk about it seems like it's better to me.
Right?
I mean, with everything we're doing with the thieves, do you have any time for that? I mean, it's not like you're me. I take so much extracurricular time that it's stupid, but I'm sure you can't do this. Come on, really, but seriously though, you gonna be okay?
That was exactly what I was thinking. I'm so busy with Phantom Thief stuff already, just not lately. It felt kind of bad, but that's not where I belong now.
So you aren't gonna do it, huh?
When you first came to Shujin, people were talking so much shit about you,
Yeah.
but you took it in stride because you never talk.
Dude, the champion stride taker is you, Ryuji.
Is that a running pun? I could get behind that.
I guess it was. Everybody dumps all over you and you just let it all slide off. You might get mad, but 10 minutes later you forget about it. I kind of wish I could do that.
You just did whatever you thought was cool and didn't care what other people said about you.
Oh yeah, and I'm really good at using my time too. You don't even believe the stuff I've gotten up to.
I think that's why people kind of get pulled towards you, man. Wherever you decide to be, that's where you belong.
Dude, that's really deep,
Let me
actually.
put that on a t-shirt real quick.
I'm pretty sure you can always already find one like that, but I cannot say that.
Right?
I cannot do it. Huh.
Seriously? You know, back before I met you, I kept making excuses for why I couldn't fit in.
Wow. Okay, so is he saying that actually the reason that he lets everything slide off of him is because of Jiro? That is really Ryuji-like, isn't it? He
Yeah?
sees one thing that he likes and then just sort of emulates it
Ah.
as best he can in kind of a major way.
Too bad I couldn't emulate you being quiet.
That would be kind of useful from time to time, yes.
It was always because of someone else. Kamoshida, the track team. Hell, I even blamed my dad. I was such a frickin' loser. But I've realized now, as long as I'm being myself, I'll always have somewhere I can fit in. It ain't really the same place as before, but it's damn good.
Man, you're a strong person.
I'm just glad I found it. I agree.
I can't think of anything else, any other way to answer than that.
Right? Don't worry, man. There's a place here for you, too.
At least we understand you, Ryuji. At least we can get the right responses with you.
It's not that hard. I'm stupid. Right next to me. Or maybe ahead? Something like that.
The specifics don't matter.
I ain't gonna stop training, though. I've still got a long way to go.
So what are you gonna do? Like, go back to the team after the thieves? I mean, what are you gonna do about your mom? Or are you just sort of not really worrying about any of that right now?
Someday I'm gonna show you speed so lightning fast, you're not even gonna be able to see me.
I look forward to it, Ryuji.
Wait, but if you can't see me, am I really showing you anything?
Don't worry about the specifics. You'll just get too caught up in the stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we've been talking too long. We're all out of manja. Wanna try grilling some toothpicks?
No, that's called fire.
Wanna head back?
You don't eat fire. We just ran through our list. 61 more. Maybe we can get it, maybe we can.
Oh god.
So, I suppose we have really good news for Chihaya, too, right?
If she hasn't already found out.
Oh, I'm sure she knows. We just might have had to wait for... Because it seemed like we didn't have any chances to hang out with her at all. So maybe it took some time for everything to shake itself out?
Maybe, yeah. Okumura-san, I've been looking forward to seeing you.
I mean, we've wrapped up everybody else who we helped out in those trips.
The chairman turned himself in. It's even shown up on the news.
One evil cult down. Took a hard boss fight, too. Don't worry about that part.
Do what now?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he did, though.
I expected nothing less.
Mwahahaha!
It all happened so suddenly, too. He confessed all of his crimes.
You totally suspect that I'm one of the Phantom Thieves now, right?
I knew from the beginning. The police came to question me after that, but they ultimately concluded that I'm innocent. Apparently, the chairman took full responsibility for the ADP and admitted he was brainwashing all of its members. Oh, and speaking of members, some of them said they've stopped using the holy stones because of my advice.
Well, great.
It was all the clients you sat in with, Nakamura-san. You know, I never saw this as a possible outcome in my readings.
Well, evil cults don't just reveal themselves and then self-immolate, every day.
Not only have the fates of the ADP members improved, but even my own has begun to shift. It's almost like this curse that's followed me ever since the villagers called me a monster has passed.
Well, if it makes you feel any better about this, he was a really hard boss.
I think that would be the best one.
It's because you're strong. You really were strong. Changing herself so much and
Me?
she's really dedicated, you know? Though I'm still kind of a little more curious about her backstory, because with this she'll be rank 8, but there's still 2 more levels. So it makes me wonder where else it's going to be going.
Right, I remember. Strong conviction is the only way to change fate.
Will! The strength of your own will! Which you've demonstrated amply.
That reminds me, my readings told me I would accomplish my objective with the aid of the trickster.
Well,
I
kept asking for names. You ever heard of the Phantom Thieves?
But I'm not sure what exactly that was supposed to mean. It's such a mystery.
You probably don't really follow the news considering, your lifestyle.
That aside, the ADP is finished. Nobody else will be deceived.
I only hope that, some of the damage they've done can be repaired.
Right? Oh, I just realized something. Remember how I told you how the chairman knew I was a runaway?
Yeah?
Well, I was wandering around the city with luggage at my side. Anyone could have figured it out, huh?
Yeah.
Like I said. I knew it. I know how fragile I was back then, but it's still embarrassing to think I let myself believe he was a psychic.
He did seem to really either care about you or know you, though.
Just probably the familiarity of the cult relationship.
I would buy that, except he had a personal pet name for her. You don't...
That's true.
I mean, he called her Chichan. You don't, get a name like that or start calling somebody like that without some reason. I mean, in Japanese, this is really relevant.
Right. But I guess some men are good at knowing when a woman is vulnerable. Are you one of those men, Nakamura-san?
Maybe I am, actually, but... I don't know, benevolent dictatorship, perhaps? It wasn't just the luggage, too. You do kind of stand out like a sore thumb.
The truth is, there's actually something else besides the chairman that I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you figured it out.
No, this is the relationship thing.
Maybe.
This is so embarrassing.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Nakamura-san, are you interested in older women? Well, as it turns out...
Actually...
I think we're okay until it gets to the choose your words carefully, because that's appeared both times, but maybe we should be safe.
Yeah, why do you ask? You're hitting on me!
No.
Oh, it's nothing. That question was a little sudden, huh?
I'm sure we just locked ourselves out.
Good.
But, I mean, right.
Oh, sorry. If we have time to waste talking about nonsense like that, we have time to read fortunes, right?
Well, I just hope the remainder of the friend zone scenes are actually pretty good.
All right.
But
Even though the chairman turned himself in, there are still some things left unresolved. More importantly, the other members of the ADP are still confused as to what exactly is going on. So, I need to set things straight. This is partially my fault, after all. Right, the real battle starts now.
You know, something that's sort of interesting about this, well, maybe interesting is the wrong word. It does feel like everything that's happened after Fukurai walked in and started talking and like listening in on the session and such, everything has sort of happened elsewhere. I mean, I realize that we actually went and fought Fukurai and Mementos ourselves.
Right.
But doesn't it seem like everything that's happened has been like from a distance to a point that maybe makes it less personal? Like with Ryuji or with Makoto or with Yusuke.
Yeah, no,
or
I
with
see what you're saying.
An,
I see what you're
or
saying.
With Futaba, and I realize I just listed off the party members. But
even with like Takemi and Kawakami,
yeah,
like
those
we were directly
those were always in different places. Yeah, just like you said. Whereas this has always just been sort of sitting at the table, and it makes it more impersonal, and that's maybe a little disappointing. It's not that I don't like Chihaya a great deal more than I initially thought I would, but I do feel that like maybe having some sort of a scene where you actually interact with the ADP or something would have really gone a long way towards making her confidant kind of more interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, as it turns out, we had to like do so many of her events in rapid succession because, oh my god, the level 7 ability is awesome.
It's getting late. I should close up for today.
Yeah, sorry I shot you down.
goodbye.
Not really. I'm monogamous. Onward to the palace!
Let's go to space! That is so awesome.
I really love this place.
Do you have a minute?
We didn't have any problems last time until that authentication device. Let's head there first.
And with Haru along, it shouldn't be so bad.
Did you put her in the party?
Well, no. Not yet.
Okay,
She hasn't really awakened, like Morgana said.
That's true.
Kind of curious what she has to say. I mean, I sure would like to get to know her.
Yeah?
I can fight too. Please put me on the front lines.
No.
No, your persona is too weak. You're like level 2. It'd be dangerous to have you out seeing action, so just leave this to us.
Yes.
We'll just use you as a key.
Poor
The
Haru.
item acquired?
Well, at least we can take a moment to admire her floofy hair.
I do like her floofy hair.
It's interesting. My preference is normally totally long hair all the way. All the way. Yet, everybody that I really like in this game has short hair.
Well, this goes to show you, hair today, gone tomorrow? No, wait, that's not quite how it works.
I don't think that's what it goes to show you. So we still don't really know Okumura that well.
We just know he's kind of a...
Whoa, hello.
It's a Dalek.
You better go deal with this guy. Come here, Dalek.
Exterminate!
Oh no!
Okay.
But he repels gunfire. Oh, it was timed.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect, like, all-out attacks. That design looks so familiar, and I don't just mean, like, because I've seen it in another Persona. I just mean, like, I feel like I've seen that design used somewhere else.
Well, yeah, it's, we're actually about to talk about the Persona we have. But it's Arahabaki, which is, it's a Japanese god, like a Shinto god.
Right.
Just from playing a lot of Japanese games, you see stuff like that from
Yeah, that's
time to time.
probably
Like,
what it is.
I've seen it show up as an enemy a whole bunch. Okay, well, anyway, I was going to say some junk about Okumura, but we got distracted by robots. So...
Hey, robots got our education maxed out.
Robots did. So why don't we go ahead and start with Arahabaki. As you can see, it repels physical and gunfire, so it doesn't really matter if it's any good or not. Keeping it around seems smart.
Also, strong versus bless and curse.
Okay, so I don't really know that much about ancient Japanese history, so I can't really... I know the Izanagi-Izanami tale, and that's it. Like, old Yamato, I pretty much know nothing about, and I'm even only kind of, fuzzy when it comes to, Sengoku period stuff.
Come to him about the Three Kingdoms, though, and he'll talk your ear off.
Well, yeah, and we're gonna avoid that. I still wish there'd be more Three Kingdoms Persona.
It'd be nice if, at least the three brothers were in, the Sworn Brothers.
Or one of them. Just get Guan Yu.
That's what I was thinking, too. Specifically him.
So, apparently, Arahabaki is treated as a symbol of rebellion and defiance.
So,
Anyway,
of course he's a Persona,
I'm sure somebody out there knows a lot more about this stuff than we do, and I'd actually really like to hear it.
Yeah.
We are at the point, and have been for a while, where we're no longer using, mythological spirits, but the Persona are actually, deities. We have a couple Assyrian and Sumerian ones. Mm-hmm. Although, I mean, come on! Kaiwan looks so freaking ridiculous!
I like spitting.
I actually kind of like how we have him set up with Forget Boost. I realized in the last palace that we needed more access to a variety of status effects. Through some of our weapons, we were able to cause dizzy to the totes, the monkey guys.
Yeah,
that was useful. But Forget would have also been real helpful against Anubis. Well, that's not a problem now, thanks to Forget Boost and lots of Forgetty Forgets.
And Makajamas.
And I think we have the damage boosting for every element except for Nuke and Curse.
Curse, yeah.
And Nuke. We don't have Nuke either.
We have this lovely thing.
Good old Legion!
What more is there to say about him?
Humorously, he's pretty good for this heavy damage with a medium chance of despair plus despair boost.
Of course!
So that's what he's here for. And goodness, he's resistant to everything except light, which presumably we're going to eat a lot of. Unicorn is kind of a classic.
Doesn't really look all that pure.
Yeah, I don't think a pure maiden's really going to be taming this guy. What the heck did that mean? Anyway, so far, other than having Sama Recarm, which is obviously good, Unicorn's great contribution to us was getting us killed by Fukurai.
Yes, it was.
Then Tote, which we beat a whole lot of before. Naturally, all the Egyptian gods were in the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. He's a monkey reading a book. What do you want?
Yeah. Then Lachesis. I really like our Lachesis, who's one of the three sisters. Yeah, the three fates.
One spins your thread of life. The second one measures how long you live, and the third one snips it when your time is right.
Yeah.
Also, between the three of them, they've each got it. She's got the cloak. She's in the middle. One of them's got a helmet, and the other one's got a dress, a lower portion.
Yeah, the third sister, Atropos, I didn't really think was that mechanically useful. At least just the way that it ended up being set up, so I don't really have her. But Lachesis is rather good with Ice Boost.
And Freeze Boost.
And Freeze Boost. And I've been wanting freaking Maraku Kaja for a long time.
And Masukaja. Or
Masuku Kaja?
Masuku Kaja, yeah.
Now, I don't really know anything about this particular god, but I do think it's quite fascinating that Mao Shogun became Neko Shogun from linguistics. But that is just adorable, and you guys have seen him for a long time.
He's been steady. Then we have Ghost Rider.
How is this not Ghost Rider? Really...
I mean, the only thing that's missing is his skull's not on fire.
But, I wonder what the origin of Hell Biker is.
That story seemed to... Well, actually, Ghost Rider is the spirit of vengeance. He made a deal with the devil, and he transforms into that to punish the wicked. but this seems somewhat similar, you know?
Yeah, so I am curious what the origin is, if anybody knows. So these designs, like a synthesis of like ancient Japan and kind of this spiritual mechanical aspect is something that I really like.
Yeah.
Persona 4 did it more so than 5 has, but because of that, Kikuri Hime has ended up being like one of my favorite looking Persona.
Yeah.
And
I do remember the robot angel that you get near the end of 4. He
Yeah.
was really good.
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek
Was freaking awesome because Melchizedek looked like a fighting robot. And it was obscenely good. Not gonna look down on Elect Boost plus Electricity
And Divine Grace.
and Divine Grace plus Mediarama.
And then our staple.
Right, don't need to say too much about White Rider, but I mean he's basically one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
sort of interesting because I hadn't heard anything about like the legend of him with a bow or a crown for that matter. And Anubis,
Is Anubis.
not gonna lie, we're really keeping him around because of like Null, Light, and Dark because that seems like it'd be really.
So if we ever run across something weak to light, he will blow it to pieces.
Well, we got Kaiwan for that too. All right, enough of that. Personas are very cool. We actually considered making a whole bunch of videos where we talk about them, but that's a whole lot of work. And we
just don't got time.
We just don't have the time for it. But if anybody is interested, we might consider doing it.
Well, we'll be able to figure it out somehow if you guys really want us to.
So let us know if you do. So about Okumura, I'm wondering if the space motif is kind of... Okay. I'm wondering if the space motif is like kind of representative of his big ideas, and why did I approach the Death Star?
Why are you fighting starfish from the Death Star?
That is true. Also, poor Decorabia, it's actually a pretty decent persona, but it's weak against physical.
So it's toast.
It's doomed.
Ooh, Joker, looking cool.
Stay there. Let's go.
So like I was saying, Okumura, big ideas, and maybe the guy just sort of likes the science fiction motif, which is why it's scattered all over the place. But other than that, that's like really all we know.
It could be he just thinks he's that far above everyone else.
Or that far ahead of everyone else in his ideas.
Looking forward to Haru's windscreen. I wonder if her persona will be D'Artagnan.
It does kind of make you think of D'Artagnan, doesn't it?
She looks like a musketeer.
Yeah.
I was wondering this last time, but what is this thing? Frisbee? Looks like a hamburger bun to me. I mean, we're dealing with Big Bang Burger here.
That probably is a hamburger bun, yeah.
I'm sure it'll become clear as we proceed. Come on, let's go.
I love the science fiction burger. Not just of the place itself, but it's just such an interesting confluence of concepts. I mean, yes, his employees are robots, and that is effective.
Right. So, for the door in question?
Leave it to me. I wonder if access will ever not be granted. Well, not till he finds out, I guess.
I guess so. Haha, that biometric scanner's useless now that we've got his actual family on our side.
Now, onward for the actual palace!
Take 2 steps and event
By the
I was
way,
just
Yeah.
saying.
real fired up back when we first met. Was that an act Mona put you up to? You know, the beauty thingy?
Not that I'm saying you're ugly or anything.
No, he's talking about like her
I
big
know.
speech, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was...
Yes is the answer,
I was trying to be a heroine of justice.
but really she was just there for the Festivus-style airing of grievances,
Yeah.
which, I don't know, was really kind of endearing, the whole thing.
Right.
Is that a joke?
No.
You moron. Ever since I was young, people around me have never seen me for who I really am.
They've probably seen her for her father.
Yeah, she's not Okumura Haru, she's
Okumura's daughter. Yeah.
They would be kind to me just to please my father, and we'd get money and presents in exchange. Adults, teachers, even friends. It seemed like everyone smiled at me for their own personal gain.
It's the sort of thing that would really warp your personality, and
Really amazing she hasn't.
Well, in some ways you could say her personality is warped. It's just
But, like, in the positive?
She went like in a pretty positive direction with it by wanting to be a hero of justice.
Ah.
That's why you kept the details of your family a secret at school.
The female superheroes I used to see on TV were so great.
Does that mean she's going to fight on?
Hey!
Who wants to be a supervillain?
They always fought for others, not themselves, and they were always happy.
That second part is really important because she was never really happy, I'm supposing.
I wanted to be just like that. Even though I knew it was fantasy, I still looked up to them.
Well, the thing about dreams is they're always something that you can't ever actually obtain.
Once, it's something you just gotta strive for.
That you never really stop striving for it. All right, well, Haru versus An. Let's go.
Everyone goes wild over heroes at some point. It's fine having someone like that on our side, right, Joker?
100%.
Meanwhile, An's like,
No. She just likes the attitude and the personal strength and resilience of the villains. Their ability to never give up and never compromise. Not the whole evil part.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Because heroes are awesome.
What are you doing here?
Ah, excellent. We need time with Okumura.
Yeah, because we haven't had time with him otherwise, like with the others.
Yes!
Haru, I am your father. I know. Right then.
So we get the Darth Vader chest.
Darth Okumura.
We get the Darth Vader chest, the 1950s and 60s sci-fi helmet,
The skin is blue.
the Star Trek skin tone.
This is insane on so many levels.
Yeah,
Really?
insanely awesome!
I thought I told you not to associate with vulgar people.
I love the voice
The
filtering.
voice modulator, yeah. Yes!
Excellent! Fiancé the evil! Prepare to die!
Him? Did he come into the palace too?
No, I don't think so.
No. He might look the same, but that isn't the real person.
Interesting.
He's not a shadow. He doesn't have the shadow motif, and he doesn't look warped.
But he does have the shadow thing around
Well, it just
his
means
feet.
he's like a cognitive... Oh. Good point.
I mean, he's not a shadow. He is a cognitive creation.
Yeah, but he's got the shadow swirl. You're right.
So that's interesting that this fiancé guy is so important to Okumura that he not only is has a cognitive presence within the palace, but also shows up at this confrontation.
Yeah.
Remember what I explained to you earlier? You mean about the cognition thing?
Of course, we know nothing about Fiancé the Evil ourselves, which is how we ended up with that name.
What are you mumbling about?
Love the look on his face, and the
glorious.
and the spandex suit.
Yeah. Like little puffs of
Do you
hair
recall
coming
what
out.
I said before? That I would do my best for you. This is my answer to that.
Yeah, she is doing her best for him.
Yeah.
Are those the rumored phantom thieves?
Of course, Okumura knew that they were probably going to come, or there's no way he could have suspected that they wouldn't.
Right. I mean, for one, they were immediately recognized as hostile when they came up.
Well, not just that, but he kind of commented on the thieves before,
Yeah.
and there's no way that somebody in his position wouldn't know that, as it turns out, the media attention he's getting is because he's being voted as the top target of the thieves.
You're handing them over to me as a plea for forgiveness.
No, that's not actually true.
Overcome failure at any cost, even if it means betraying others. You truly embody the Okumura motto.
Even if it means betraying others. Well, that means that Haru really does embody the Okumura motto.
Betraying Okumura!
She's betraying her father to overcome his failure.
Yeah.
Betraying her father to save her father.
Very well, join me.
Yes!
Suit your feelings! You know it to be true!
Something dark side, and I really want to keep going with this, but I feel like it's probably been done a few times.
Why do you only ever think about gains and losses?
I hope when we fight him, he pulls out a lightsaber.
Yes, please do!
And Swift
That's why
strikes.
the company has a bad reputation. All because you treat people like they're tools.
To gain, you must give. One must be resolved to give even more if they wish to stand above others.
I would like to point out that so far he doesn't seem to be as over the top as the other palace rulers.
Well, his appearance is so over the top
that's true. That's true. Fair enough.
That he his normal reactions are kind of interesting. Also, you know, he's not exactly wrong there. In order to like excel, you have to stand out.
Yeah, but
now he takes it to the obviously wrong extreme.
Right.
But so far, every one of the palace rulers hasn't been completely wrong. There's been a lot of truth in what they're saying. It's just they go too far.
That's like the line between good and evil.
Yeah.
Like everyone is excess. If you go too far, your good intentions can cause bad things to happen.
Yes.
You have to balance yourself. You have to weigh. You have to choose to do good. Jesus.
We are on vastly different levels. And soon, I will rise to a new stage. The political world.
See, he does view himself so far above everyone else.
Yeah, there we go.
The cold reality of kicking people down is a part of business. Virtue and sentiment are for losers.
I really love his delivery here. It's like the voice acting. I mean, it's like he's pretty different from the regular Okumura, who's got like a totally straight delivery. Like with Okumura, or the Shadow Okumura, he's like, the cold reality of kicking people down is a part of business. It's like he's dragging it out. It's really fascinating.
Okumura foods shall be the foundation of my victory.
Hey, buddy, we can't really hear you over the background music. Could you turn up your little speaker thing a little bit? you sound a little muted.
I'm just so pumped about this whole place. I really like all of it. I just wish that it was a bit more personal, but I guess we're kind of getting that.
His company is just a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Mr. Okumura, we don't need a girl who's been soiled by thieves.
Bah! We don't need a person who doesn't even have a name!
Unless you make some compromises. I can't introduce her to my father.
So he's
just Haru's fiance. He doesn't even have a freaking name.
So Okumura's cognition of fiance is that the fiance is there to force Okumura to do things, like to make concessions so he can gain.
Because he wants the political connection.
It's like the political business connection, and the give and take is so ingrained into the way that he thinks that he even dreams about it in his inner being. So he's set up to cast important things aside for his own gain.
Yeah.
It's like that's so completely internalized.
She needn't be your lawful wife anymore. Take her as your lover or whatever it is you desire.
Oh God!
Very well. I accept.
Is he going to turn into Mara?
Alright. I bet he will. Come on, Haru! Beat Mara!
Lover?
It's time for an awakening!
I was raised under this company's wealth. I even accepted a political marriage for you. This is not what we discussed!
And, in truth, it's not what he ever actually meant or wanted, but...
Yeah, but this is his distorted desires.
Father, you want me to be that man's plaything just to satisfy your own ambitions?
Why fret? You should be overjoyed that you're fulfilling your role as an Okumura daughter.
How can anyone ever be loyal to you when you treat them like expendable tools?
Right?
Of course your daughter's going to betray you. You betrayed her first.
Right?
This is the only value you've had from the very beginning.
Bah, but... I mean, again...
So, even his own daughter's life is a commodity to him.
Before Haru is sold.
Yeah, before Haru is sold off. Yep, here we go.
Excellent.
Didn't have to wait too long, but hope she has good equipment.
Now, why don't you come to my place?
My God, the slimiest man!
Let's have fun. I'll play with you until I get bored.
We're being attacked by Daft Punk!
A high school music, doing what is right.
He's a robot too!
You're right!
No! Haru's persona won't stand a chance against that. Don't worry. She hadn't awakened to her real power. That's all.
The fiancé himself is nothing but a tool to be used by Okumura with no other value, except that as a commodity. Ha! Okay, where's the falling roses?
I see you finally made up your mind, my dear fated princess. Freedom for you must stem from betrayal.
Yep.
If you still yearn for it now, then you must not err. Now tell me.
That is
shall you betray?
that is amazing!
My heart has been set. You should know.
Yes, that gaze. I can finally display my true strength. I am thou art I. Let us adorn your departure into freedom with the beautiful betrayal.
Yes, the rose petals! And the
Dear father, I am no longer your subservient puppet.
Then so be it. You're worthless.
That's not what I was expecting!
This is great! I've been missing this for so long!
I don't expect you to come to reason at all.
Uh-huh. Should have just told you this from the start, asshat.
We are the Phantom Thieves, here to take your bride.
Yes!
There's a trope we hadn't come across!
This is great!
Thieves who steal from others need to be severely punished.
Yes, you do need to be severely punished.
Bam! Just turn it right around! What else is there to say?
Haru, be a good girl. Come, be my toy.
And the toy says, "Come be my toy." Oh, the irony!
I have no intentions of talking to you.
Thick like sweet, sweet marmalade. I don't know what Haru's persona is, but it is glorious.
I was still kind of hoping it would be one of the musketeers giving her apparel, but I'm not disappointed.
That's fine. She's still got that awesome musketeer hat.
That's true.
For the sake of changing my father's heart, I cannot lose.
And hiding like such a sweet voice and hiding Gatling guns
And missiles
in the persona's dress.
This is Haru's true power.
I still wish that we really got to know her better and got with like her circumstances, but at least we get awesomeness.
Yeah.
Haru. All right, let's do this. Time to pummel that scummy jerk.
Hell yes. Okay.
Haru's fiance.
No, I can't see it. Darn it, I want to see her pose here.
Persona!
Milady, huh?
Huh.
And of course, Psy specialist, and I'm not surprised by the gun thing.
Right, because it's got a
dress.
freaking chain gun and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's really... It's only 6?
Dang! Or not that... Okay, what about her gun? Is that a shotgun?
Is that a grenade launcher?
Maybe
That's a grenade launcher!
Yeah!
Because that's a grenade ammo! Oh my god! It hits everyone.
What, did it really?
Yeah!
Oh! Well, no, it could be like Ons. Well, we'll find out eventually. Now is not the time to be launching grenades. Alright, so I am enjoying the heck out of this. Now let's take a moment to figure out what to do.
Corporobo.
Model worker.
Yeah.
No reason not to start with Masayo. Sometimes these guys are weak against it in the debut battles.
And, oh, interesting. So since the robots, the grunts are there, we can't fully take advantage of it unless we find out what they're weak to.
And he didn't take much damage after all. Well, let's see here. Boom! And she can only fire one, and it really did hit everybody.
Yep. What a freaking... I was joking when I said like a rocket launcher.
Well, you kind of got your rocket launcher.
I know.
I also wonder if perhaps it might not be a good idea to try out downshot, but that'll take a lot of bullets. Ah, forget it. Boom! Okay, and they're resistant to gunfire.
But they don't have very many hit points.
I wonder if they're going to be like resistant to everything, and more of them are going to be summoned.
Possibly. Like that's how we get him.
There we go.
Well, there you go.
You guys are basically toast.
Well, if he wants to waste a turn summoning more of those guys, now that we know what they're weak to.
Oh wow, they took it too.
But that's surprising.
This is my other self.
Woo!
Come, robots, mind slice. Mudada.
Besides, I can also equip null brainwash persona, so there you go. Eat this! Go down with this, please! Because we want to see the windscreen.
Yeah. Dang,
Blast it!
We'll get him next time.
Okay, everybody guard. Because we're finishing this.
With Haru's all out.
Mulady. I wonder what that is.
She's got like a little robot thing with 4 robot legs underneath her dress.
That is freaking awesome! Dang it!
So close!
Why?
Oh, okay.
Can I be defeated by such an arrogant brat?
Because you're a worthless loser!
You're an empty toy.
You two are nothing but a commodity with no value from the person who created you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sort of hanging on, huh?
Let's go.
Good thinking. Thank you so much.
She's got like an axe. That's like her weapon is a freaking axe.
I love the axe.
Hopefully it doesn't kill him.
It might. No!
Dang it! Oh,
well.
we'll find out later. Get out of here.
Yeah, he was about as tough as he deserved to be.
Right?
So how about you, Haru? You okay?
I did it, Mona-chan!
Like, we don't have to leave the palace right after entering, do we?
Well, she had already awakened her persona.
That's true.
What were you saying about her persona being weak?
It had machine guns and stuff.
Yes, it's time for Ryuji to wish he had Haru's persona. But maybe not.
He disappeared. Is that okay?
Well, that wasn't his actual shadow. It's okay.
Are you sure you taught her how things work in here?
They didn't actually have all that much time, and she's been focused on other things.
I did. Or so I thought.
Or she just forgot all of it.
What's the point if she doesn't get it?
Well, it could just be that Mona didn't really give a good explanation. Because you know how Mona's not that good at giving explanations.
Well, we always understood exactly what he meant.
That's true.
And to the point where we thought he gave good explanations. Also, there's a lot of other stuff that were on her mind rather than going through the different specific vagaries.
That's true.
Of the metaverse. And besides, our last 2 people were Futaba and Makoto.
That's true.
Who just, like, got everything like that.
That's true.
Don't worry. Cognitive beings have no correlation to their real-world counterparts. You'll see when we get back. I guarantee he will be okay.
Then you can kick him in the nards in real life.
Right?
Don't hit him with an axe, though.
Then he's not dead?
That's right.
Oi, you may be a little slow here. That's okay. You don't need to worry about it.
Dude, does this mean we got a new teammate? Good to have ya.
And now it's time for her name, probably Princess.
I'd be alright with something like Princess.
That seems to be the motif. I mean, her weapon is an axe.
What does it have to do with the princess?
Executions.
What a strange
leap to make?
Correlation to draw.
She already has a code name.
Well, I mean, there's actually none of their weapons have any correlation to
anything.
Anything, but I just wanted to. Yeah.
You can call me Noir.
Noir! Okay, I actually really like that.
Oh.
That's a hell of a lot better than some of the awful names that have come up in the past.
Noir?
It means black in French. I'd like to be a heroine of justice, but the Phantom Thieves are on the darker side of the law.
That's one way of putting it, yeah.
I chose the name Noir to remind me of that.
The Phantom Thieves most definitely are on the darker side of the law, but they also are most definitely heroes of justice.
There you have it.
Well, with the law being as corrupt as it is, are we really on the darker side, comparatively?
I suppose that is an argument that could be made.
As long as she's into it.
Oh, and naturally everybody's like, oh, that's a lame name. And meanwhile, we're like, that's the coolest name yet.
They wanted to try and come up with names. They're disappointed.
Yeah, like, oh, I wanted to call her Feather or something like that.
She created quite an elaborate backstory.
Or Poofy Pants.
Pantaloons.
Noir. I like it.
Says the woman dressed all in black.
And An and Yusuke are feeling kind of sad about themselves and wishing they'd put so much thought into it.
It conveys a dignity that won't bow down to others, as well as a rebellious spirit towards society.
Thank you. Don't let your guard down, Noir.
Our trip through the palace doesn't end until we steal the treasure after all.
Yes, sir.
Though we probably won't be doing it all in one go. Just for pacing,
Yeah.
really.
Someone's talking all big again.
Pacing for us and for you.
Yeah.
Come now, let us continue forth.
Excellent, we don't have to freaking go out.
Wahahaha! Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, okay, so indeed, like you said, a face on her dress.
The mouth is what opened up and had all the guns come out. And the eyes, too.
And like, it's so poofy.
Probably a bunch of weapons hidden under there.
But why Milady? Crab
it is based
walker.
on the Three Musketeers.
Excellent. So I suppose that's its real head down there, and that at the top is kind of like a decoy.
Yeah,
you notice
yeah.
the thin arm waving the fan all robotically. Okay, so this is great, and whatever faults the game and its presentation may or may not have, all of that aside, at the very least, it's energetic, it's awesome, and we're really pumped. So when we come back next time, we're gonna palace, I guess.
What else are we gonna do?
I mean, what? You guys know the drill by now.